Did you know that nearly 3/4 of all strokes occur in people 65 years, older, and that many of these strokes are not random, suggesting some may be preventable? Most people assume strokes are a matter of bad luck, a tragic roll of the dice. But in reality, your daily habits, what you eat, how you move, how you sleep, and even how you manage stress are quietly shaping your risk of stroke every single day. And the older we get, the more these habits either protect us or push us closer to danger. But here's the good news. Once you understand which habits raise your stroke risk, you can take action to change them. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, your brain and body are capable of healing, rewiring, and rebuilding. You're never too old to reduce your stroke risk and add more quality years to your life. Before we continue, comment your age and one bad habit you would like to kick. Show some support to each other in the comments. So what are the most dangerous habits that most seniors overlook? Let's begin with a big one: sitting. You might be thinking, I'm retired. I've earned the right to relax. And that's true. Rest is important. But too much sitting, especially sitting for hours without movement, can dramatically increase your risk of stroke. When we sit for long periods, our circulation slows down. Blood pools in the legs, arteries become stiffer, and over time, clots can form that may travel to the brain. One study showed that people who sit more than 8 hours a day are up to 7 times more likely to suffer a stroke than people who spent 4 hours sitting and getting in just 10 minutes of exercise each day. That's a massive increase. And here's the kicker. Most people don't even realize how much they sit. Watching TV, reading, eating, using a tablet, it all adds up. The fix? You don't need to hit the gym unless you want to. Just get up every 30 to 60 minutes. Stretch your legs. Walk around the room. Do a lap around the house. March in place during commercials. Every bit of movement gets your blood flowing and lowers your risk. Next, let's talk about something just as common: poor sleep. Many seniors struggle with sleep. But sleep isn't just a luxury, it's essential. Maintenance for your brain and blood vessels. When you sleep, your body lowers your blood pressure, calms inflammation, and clears out waste products from the brain. Sleep apnea, a condition where breathing stops and starts during the night, is especially dangerous. It's incredibly common in older adults and often goes undiagnosed. Sleep apnea raises your blood pressure, disrupts oxygen flow to the brain, and significantly raises your stroke risk. Even without apnea, poor sleep habits like going to bed at irregular hours, watching screens before bed, or waking up frequently can raise cortisol levels, increase inflammation, and wear down your circulatory system. What can you do? Prioritize a consistent bedtime. Keep your room dark and cool. Avoid caffeine after lunch. And if you snore loudly or feel groggy during the day, talk to your doctor about a sleep study. If you want tips on better sleep, we have a video on the channel just for you. Now let's shift to something sneaky: salt. Excess salt stiffens arteries and drives up blood pressure, the #1 cause of stroke. And many seniors eat far more salt than they realize. It's not just the salt shaker, it's in canned soups, frozen meals, sauces, and even breakfast cereals. Even low-sodium foods can be deceiving. Read the labels. Aim for less than 1/500 milligrams of sodium per day. Instead of salt, try flavoring with herbs, garlic, onion, lemon juice, or vinegar. Cooking at home gives you control and helps protect your arteries. Let's talk about alcohol. While some believe that a glass of red wine a day is heart-healthy, the evidence is mixed. And when it comes to stroke risk, alcohol can be dangerous. Even moderate drinking can raise blood pressure, cause irregular heart rhythms, and damage blood vessels. Seniors are especially vulnerable because the body processes alcohol more slowly with age. If you drink every day or even several times a week, consider cutting back or stopping altogether. If you do drink, try to limit it to no more than 1 drink per day, and always check with your doctor. Now here's one most people never consider: dehydration. As we age, our thirst mechanism becomes less reliable. That means many older adults are mildly dehydrated without realizing it. Dehydration thickens the blood. Thick blood flows more slowly and is more likely to form clots. Add in other factors like immobility, and you're looking at a much higher risk of stroke. The solution? Sip water throughout the day. Set a reminder. Keep a refillable water bottle nearby. Add fruit slices if you prefer flavor. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. That's already a sign you're behind. Let's look at another silent contributor: sugar. High sugar intake causes spikes in blood glucose, insulin resistance, inflammation, and eventually diabetes, all of which dramatically increase stroke risk. And sugar hides in unexpected places. Flavored yogurt, bread, pasta sauce, ketchup, salad dressings. Look at your diet. Swap sugary snacks for fruit, nuts, or dark chocolate. Choose whole grains over white bread. Read labels and aim for less than 25 grams of added sugar per day. Another often forgotten habit, skipping strength training. Muscle isn't just for bodybuilders, it helps regulate blood sugar, improve circulation, and protect your balance. Losing muscle, known as sarcopenia, increases your risk of falls, frailty, and cardiovascular decline. You don't need heavy weights. Chair exercises, resistance bands, light dumbbells, or even bodyweight squats can make a big difference. Aim for 2 strength sessions per week, even just 15 minutes at a time. Now let's revisit an often overlooked issue, oral health. Inflamed gums and untreated infections in the mouth allow bacteria into the bloodstream. That bacteria can damage blood vessels and increase clot formation. Regular brushing, flossing, and dental checkups are critical. If you wear dentures, make sure they fit properly and are cleaned daily. We must also talk about chronic stress. Seniors face unique stressors, financial insecurity, health concerns, grief, and loneliness. But chronic stress keeps your body in a constant state of high alert. It raises blood pressure, damages arteries, weakens your immune system, and it makes it harder to make healthy choices. Find what calms you. Daily walks, spiritual practices, music, time with pets or loved ones. Practice gratitude. Disconnect from the news when it becomes overwhelming. Here's another crucial factor, ignoring warning signs. Many people brush off stroke symptoms, dizziness, numbness, sudden confusion, blurred vision, or weakness in the arms or face. Don't wait. The faster you respond, the better your outcome. If you even suspect a stroke, call 911 immediately. Minutes matter. Another key, staying socially connected. Loneliness is not just sad, it's toxic. Seniors who are socially isolated have a significantly higher risk of stroke, depression, and even death. Reach out. Start a conversation. Join a local group. Get involved in your community. Even a short daily chat can improve your health. Here's another habit that deserves more attention, not taking medications consistently. This might not sound like a habit, but it absolutely is. And it's one of the most common and dangerous daily oversights among seniors. Blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, blood thinners. These are not optional when it comes to preventing strokes. Missing doses, skipping refills, or stopping a medication because you feel fine can quietly undo months or years of protection. The problem is that many seniors manage multiple prescriptions. It's easy to forget a pill or confuse one with another. But consistency matters. Taking your medication at the right time, every day, is like reinforcing your brain's defense wall. What can you do? Use a pill organizer. Set phone or clock reminders. Pair your medication routine with another habit, like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. And if you're unsure about a drug's purpose or side effects, talk to your doctor or pharmacist. Never adjust your dose on your own. Remember, every missed dose is a missed opportunity to protect your brain. Let's talk about one of the most dangerous and underestimated stroke risks of all, smoking. You probably already know smoking is bad for your lungs and heart. But did you know it's one of the strongest contributors to stroke? Smoking damages blood vessels, increases blood pressure, thickens the blood, and encourages clot formation, essentially stacking the odds against your brain every time you light up. And here's the scary part. Even if you only smoke a few cigarettes a day, or just socially, your stroke risk is still significantly higher than that of a non-smoker. Add in age-related changes to your circulatory system, and the danger becomes even more serious. The good news? Quitting works at any age. Studies show that people who stop smoking can cut their stroke risk in half within just a few years. Your body begins to heal almost immediately. Circulation improves. Oxygen levels rise. Blood vessels start to repair. If you've tried to quit before and struggled, you're not alone. Smoking is one of the toughest habits to break, but it's also one of the most rewarding. You don't have to do it cold turkey. Talk to your doctor. Consider nicotine replacement. Join a support group. Every effort counts. If you're still smoking, let this be your moment. You have the power to protect your brain, your heart, and your future, starting today. Another common but overlooked Habit, skipping regular checkups and health screenings. Many seniors think, I feel fine, so why bother? But regular visits to your doctor can catch problems early, like high blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol issues that silently raise your stroke risk. Skipping screenings is like driving blindfolded. You miss warning signs that could be treated before causing damage. If mobility or transportation is a problem, look into telehealth options or in-home testing. Don't let inconvenience put your health on hold. And here's one more. Low vitamin D levels and lack of sunlight. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, helps keep your blood vessels healthy. But many seniors spend less time outdoors, especially in colder months, leading to low vitamin D. Low levels are linked to higher blood pressure, inflammation, and poor blood vessel function. Key stroke risk factors. Try to get 10-15 minutes of gentle sunlight a few times a week. If that's not possible, ask your doctor about vitamin D testing and supplements. Let me share a story. Margaret was 76 when she suffered her first minor stroke. She didn't smoke. She wasn't overweight. But she had been living alone since her husband passed, hardly left the house and rarely saw anyone. Her meals came from the freezer, her water intake was low, and she often skipped her blood pressure pills. She thought she was doing fine. Then one morning, she couldn't lift her right hand. Her words came out jumbled. Luckily, her daughter was visiting and called for help. Margaret survived, but the stroke left her with weakness in her arm and difficulty finding words. Today, Margaret follows a simple plan. She walks twice a day. She calls a friend every evening. She joined a local church group. She swapped frozen meals for fresh produce. And she hasn't missed a single dose of medication in 2 years. Her brain is sharper. Her spirits are higher. And most importantly, her doctors say her stroke risk is now lower than it's been in a decade. So ask yourself, what would your Margaret moment be? And what small step can you take today to avoid it? Let's wrap up with a few quick questions seniors often ask. Isn't stroke mostly genetic? Genetics play a role, but lifestyle is far more powerful. You can't change your genes, but you can absolutely change your habits. If I already had a stroke, is it too late? No, in fact. The time after a stroke is the most important window to make lifestyle changes. Every improvement reduces your risk of another. I feel fine. Why should I worry? Because most stroke risk factors are silent. High blood pressure, poor circulation, inflammation. They don't always cause symptoms until it's too late. So here's your challenge. Pick just one habit from this video and work on it this week. Just one, because consistency beats intensity. Drink more water. Go for a walk after lunch. Call a friend. Cook with less salt. Meditate for 5 minutes. It all counts. You have more control than you think. Every small step you take today adds up to a stronger, sharper, more independent tomorrow. If this video gave you hope, subscribe for more senior-focused health strategies that are easy to follow and life-changing. And if you want to dive deeper into foods that nourish your brain and protect against stroke, don't miss our next video. You only get one brain. Let's keep it thriving.